Hi everybody, how's it going today? Thanks for watching another video. We're working on our curtains here today. As you can see, it's kind of cloudy. We're kind of unexpectedly getting some snow here this evening into tomorrow. The western part of North Dakota is expected to get 12 to 18 inches of snow here. We're kind of right on the edge of the storm, so we're in the window where it could be 2 inches or it could be 12 inches. They're not really sure yet. So trying to get prepared, I guess, for the worst, but hoping for the best. So had a handful of curtains that we need to change for sure. This middle one here is one of them. This is still an original curtain from 14 years ago. They get kind of brittle after a while. If you take good care of them, they get occasional holes in them, but we tape those up, but after a while they get brittle. So we'll cut this one in half, pull it out, pull a new one through. So Christian, Mauricio, and Sam are helping me here today, and Jose Luis and Alfredo are going around checking all the curtains and taping up holes. There's two for sure that I want to replace this afternoon, and maybe we'll see how far Jose Luis and Alfredo get. They might give me a couple more that they think need to be replaced, but I've got a handful of curtains in the shop. Usually if I see some getting bad, I'll order them just to have on hand in case we need them. So I've got probably 10 in the shop, but we're not going to replace all 10 of them today. At least that wasn't my plan anyways. I had closed the bottom curtain here because I did bring the bottom curtain for that one underneath the one we're replacing, but I don't think that's really necessary yet. Looks like they did a pretty good job taping it up, and that one is not getting brittle yet, so I'll try to get that one to go one more year. Usually we do this right after harvest, and it's beginning or middle of October, but with corn silage and earlage taking so long this year, it's end of October, and with this unexpected storm coming, I want to get this done today so that if we need to close all the curtains up, if we need to close the barns up, we can do that. And it looks like the originally we were gonna have decent temperatures here the next couple weeks. Below freezing at night, above freezing during the day, 40s, 50s during the day, but that's kind of changed some too. Temperatures have dropped quite a bit in the forecast, so looks like today is the last day above freezing during the day for the next couple weeks, and by the end of that we're in the middle of November, so not getting any warmer at that point. So just in our barn behind the milking parlor here, this is our fresh pen to my right. These would be they go into this pen here, kind of a transition pen. They go into this pen at 7 days in milk, and then from here they go to a high production pen at around 30 days in milk. So these girls are just coming back from the milking parlor here. I'm gonna head back over there and start helping them so we can get these curtains done today. this one in. We're just putting the cover back on that side. I'll head to the next one. I think I've explained this before in the past, but the way these work, they're essentially airbags. So there's a blower in the center and it's blowing air into those curtains all the time. It actually acts like an insulator, so it helps keep the barn above freezing in the winter time. But eventually, if you get too many holes or it gets too brittle, then it doesn't stay inflated anymore. In our calving barn now, we've got the bottom curtain on that side we need to do, and then you guys can see that the top curtain is half inflated. I think the hose came out, so I'm going to check that first and then get the one bottom curtain replaced here. Cows are just relaxing. They have no idea that there's a blizzard coming. But they'll be happy that they're in a barn. Second one done here. I don't think we're gonna replace any more, at least I haven't seen any yet that need to be replaced. They're not quite done yet. Looking all of them over, but from what I can tell, we don't need to replace any more. We're also spreading liquid manure at the moment. Still have quite a few acres left to do, so really hoping we don't get a whole lot of snow. If we get 2, 3, 4, 5 inches, that shouldn't really slow them down any. Field conditions are pretty good. I think the soil's still warm enough. I think the snow will melt pretty quick, but if we get a foot or more snow, that might cause a problem. But we'll see how that goes. Hopefully we don't get too much snow, but it's cooled off quite a bit. It's pretty windy, but no snow yet, so that's a good thing. I'm hoping we can at least get all of our neighbors' fields done with manure pumping. The plan was to also do 2 of our own fields, but if we have to do those in the spring, it's not the end of the world. Ideally we get it all done, but we'll just have to see how the next couple days go here. They are making pretty good progress. It goes pretty quick, drag lining manure. They don't have to stop. They're constantly moving manure, but still need at least a few good days to try to get that done here. So these curtains are they're thermostat controlled, but really we only run the bottom on thermostats on occasion when there's when we're right around freezing, I guess, because we want the barns open as much as possible. So we'll set them to like 35-40 degrees so that they open up when it's about that temperature in the barn, because it doesn't really need to be any warmer than that. So I'm just going to open this bottom one up here, but they're ready to go anyways if we do get some snow. Looks like they're sealed up pretty good. Just picked Ian and Eli up from daycare. We thought we'd go look and see how the manure pumping is going, and it's perfect timing because they're right by the road here as we're coming by. Looks like things are going pretty good here. Started to get a little bit of snow falling on the windshield. Plugged up with soybean stubble there. What did you say, Piggy?
That's Papa.
Did you see that, Eli?
Me too, Papa.
Is that Jerry?
Papa, can I open my window? Open my window. Open my window.
We're pumping on a soybean field here. This was harvested probably about a week ago, 5 days ago maybe. This is the furthest field away from the farm, about 5-ish miles we are from the farm. That's all being pumped through hose over here. Go through a couple culverts to get to this field. So we started with a half section across the road from the farm. Now we're on a section here. We have a total of around 20 million gallons to pump out. Around 1700 acres or so, supplying about 12,000 gallons an acre. And that'll supply all the nutrients for corn next year. Hopefully the snow holds off a little more so we can keep going here. It's a couple days later here. As you can see, we got a little bit of snow. There's even a thin layer of ice on our manure storage pond. We're still pumping manure. Actually, in the field, it's going not too bad. I went out there yesterday, but they were on the furthest part of the field away from the road, so I'm gonna go back over there here today. They should in theory be in the quarter that's closest to the road and show you guys how it's going, I guess. As you can see, their manure boat, their agitation boat, they have pulled up onto the bank there. They've got an issue with that. Not sure they're going to get parts. Not sure what's wrong with that, but making pretty good progress here. There's I don't know exactly what's left in here, but at least 2-3 feet or so. It's kind of chilly here today. So was not too bad yesterday afternoon. It's been kind of cold at night. All things considered, conditions in the field are actually not too bad. The thin layer of snow is insulating the ground. The ground is not frozen at all, and because it didn't snow a whole lot, the ground's it's a little damp, but it's not saturated, so they're still doing a pretty good job incorporating the manure, and the tractor is not making a mess at all. They're just staying on top of the snow. So I mean, the idea is you want to apply manure in the fall closest to when the ground freezes, so that you lose the least amount of nitrogen, but this is probably getting a little too close. But at least we're still doing a good job incorporating the manure. Yeah, like I said, if I get a chance here this afternoon, I'll run back over there and see if we can get some filming of them applying manure in the snow. It's not every day that we do that, but it is what it is. Just the way things went this fall. They were late. We were late harvesting corn, late harvesting soybeans, and then you get close to winter time, and here we are. We're applying manure when there's snow on the ground. But it is what it is. Can't do much about it. Looks like it's going to be pretty cold here the next, or somewhat cold here the next 4 days or so. Right around just above freezing in the day, below freezing at night, and then after that it warms up just a touch, but I'm not sure if we can really wait for that, because this time of year you can't really count on things warming up anymore. But we'll yeah, like I said, we'll head back over there later. I'd like to fly my drone out there if I get a chance to. It's not too windy here today. Show you guys how things are going on the field. walk out to the field and see how they're doing. They were right by the road now. I did fly the drone up, and actually looks like they're doing a pretty good job here. Show you guys once we get out to the field here a little bit. So the manure has been applied here. Was a little concerned that this was going to be a problem, but it looks like we're actually doing a pretty good job here still. Definitely not frozen underneath still, and not muddy either. Only, yeah, as you can see, less than 1 inch of snow right here, but looks like in some spots there is some more snow. Overall, can't really complain about the job they're doing, considering the conditions here. They've got, looks like they're just about done with this quarter here that they're working on. And then they have 1 quarter left on this section, and then another half section right on the north side of, well, you guys can't really see me there because of the sun. Then there's another half section right on the north side of the paved road that we're next to here now. And yeah, want to get that done for sure, and then we'll see where we go from there. I want to get 2 fields of our own, possibly 3 done, but yeah, we'll just have to see how the conditions are at that point, because we can wait till spring. After this section is done and that half section, I'm very confident we won't have storage issues between now and springtime. It'll just be more manure to pump in the spring, which I'd rather not do, but I don't want to. I want to get the manure in the ground. I don't want to have it on top of the ground. I want to make sure we get it injected into the ground. So if the ground freezes up, then that's not going to be possible, obviously. We'll just have to see how things go here the next couple days. If they keep their equipment running, they make pretty good progress. Things go pretty quickly. They should be done with that other quarter maybe tomorrow. And then that half section will take a couple days probably. So three good days of running, they should be done with that, and then we'll see where we're at that point. It looks like temperatures do warm up just a touch. Not above freezing in the daytime a little bit, but so I'm not concerned about the snow melting at this point or making a bunch of mud out here. So we might be able to go a little longer yet, we'll just have to see. We did with snow obviously have all of our curtains closed in the barns, and there was one. We did find one more that we need to replace. We didn't replace it a couple days ago here when we were working on it because it was getting too late. It was already around 4 o'clock, and then the guys need to start feeding calves and cleaning the heifer barn. We taped it up as good as we could, and it did close up all the way, but I'm sure we're gonna have issues with it this winter because there was a hole right on the around the edge of the curtain, kind of on the corner. Just a difficult spot to tape up. So we will, I've got a curtain for that spot. Those curtains are custom made, but we've got a lot of them that are similar size. So I've got one that'll work there. At some point in the next month or so, if we get a little bit of a warmer day, we'll get some days above 30s or even 40s throughout the winter. We'll try to pick one of those days, put that curtain in. It only takes about an hour, hour and a half, depending on how it goes. But I think I'll end this video here. Appreciate you guys watching. If you have questions, comments, post them down below, and hopefully you'll see you in the next video.